Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really special, an award-winning model for developing leaders who are competent, confident, and ready to deliver results from the moment they step into the role. So, if you're tired of those generic training programs that just don't seem to make a difference, you're in the right place. Look, we all know that having effective leaders is absolutely critical. But here's the thing. The way most companies go about developing them is frankly a bit broken, and that leads to a really common and surprisingly expensive problem. So let me just ask you this. Is your training budget being wasted teaching skills that your managers probably mastered years ago? You know, these one-size-fits-all programs aren't just inefficient. For your best people, the ones who are already performing, it can be incredibly demoralizing. It really comes down to two very different paths. On one side, you've got the traditional way. It's slow, it's generic, and the return on investment? Well, good luck figuring that out. But on the other side, there's a much smarter approach, like the JammTrain way. It's fast, it's personalized to each individual, it's cost-efficient, and, get this, it has an impact you can actually measure. So how do we get on that smarter path? Well, it's built on two core pillars. The whole system is designed to build better leaders by starting with a really simple but powerful idea. Let's respect what they already bring to the table. The whole philosophy here is a major mindset shift. Instead of making everyone start at square one, you begin by formally validating the skills and experience a manager already has. It's only after you've done that you use precise, data-driven insights to figure out exactly where they can grow. It's this powerful combination of validation and focused development. Okay, let's break down that first pillar. It's a process all about formally recognizing the skills your managers have already mastered out there in the real world. It's called recognition of prior learning, or RPL for short. So what exactly is RPL? Think of it as a strategic process that takes all that priceless on-the-job experience, all that informal training, and maps it directly to a formal qualification. We're talking about turning their proven skills, backed by things like work portfolios and testimonials, into a real, nationally recognized diploma. It's not about starting over, it's about building on a foundation that's already solid. And the benefits here just make so much sense. You start by validating their real-world experience, which naturally accelerates their path to qualification. This means less time spent in training rooms and away from their teams, and that, of course, directly lowers the cost of the program for the business. It's just a fundamentally more efficient way to do things. Now think about the impact this has on the manager themselves. It's huge. When their hard-earned skills are formally recognized, it's a massive boost to their confidence and motivation. And you know that translates into better team engagement and lower turnover. It enhances their professional credibility and makes sure their learning path is perfectly tailored to fill any real gaps they might have. All right, so you've got that foundation of validated experience locked in. Now we add the second pillar, a completely objective, data-driven blueprint that shows us the path for future growth. And this is where the Winslow assessment comes into play. This isn't just another personality test. It's a deeply validated psychometric tool that goes beyond what a person has done to understand how and why they do it. It gives you this incredibly detailed profile of their innate behaviors, their core motivations, and their leadership style. It gives you a crystal clear picture of their potential. And we're talking about a complete picture here. We're not just looking at one little piece of the puzzle. This assessment gives us objective data on everything, from how they make decisions and communicate, to their core motivations, their integrity, and even how they handle tricky interpersonal dynamics. It's a true 360-degree view of that person as a leader. But this data isn't just interesting information, it is 100% actionable. It gives you an evidence-based starting point, it pinpoints the exact areas for improvement, which allows for super targeted adaptive coaching. This completely removes subjectivity from the process and really empowers managers to take genuine ownership of their own development. So here's where the magic happens. It's how these two pillars, honoring the past with RPL and mapping the future with Winslow, come together to create something incredibly powerful. This synergy is exactly why this model has been recognized with so many global industry awards. This quote just nails it. It's a model that perfectly blends the recognition of what a manager can already do with a precise, data-driven plan for what they have the potential to become. This right here is the secret sauce. You see, RPL gives real-world context to all that behavioral data from Winslow, and at the same time, Winslow adds objective scientific evidence that backs up the experience being claimed through RPL. What you get in the end is a complete, validated, and data-backed profile of every single leader. So let's bring this all home. What does this actually mean for your organization? Well, it translates directly into a powerful and, more importantly, a sustainable strategic advantage. At the end of the day, it all comes down to tangible business results. This approach demonstrably reduces your training costs. It dramatically shortens the time it takes for a manager to become fully competent and effective in their role, and it builds confident leaders who know how to inspire their teams to perform better. We're not talking about theories here. These are measurable outcomes that impact your bottom line. And the ultimate payoff is a much stronger organization, top to bottom. You get clear visibility into your leadership bench, making sure you're always ready for what's next. You get a real, evidence-based return on your training investment. And maybe most importantly, you create this reliable pipeline of plug-and-play managers, leaders who are validated, self-aware, and ready to lead effectively from day one. So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Is your current leadership development strategy truly building the agile, competent, and confident leaders you need for the future? Or is it just stuck repeating the same expensive, generic patterns of the past? The choice and the advantage that comes with it is yours.